G'day and welcome to episode 67 of the Inside the Spa Business show. My name's Trent Monday and I am the host. You are the listener, and in the context of this whole podcast thing, that's kind of all we need to get started. So, let's get started. And look, I really do appreciate you stopping by, taking some time out of your busy day and your busy week to tune in and listen to what we have to say here on the show. The whole idea of this show is to talk about stuff in and around and related to the spa business with a particular focus on the hotel spa business. Why? Well, because I think it needs to be said. And also, it's kind of where I've spent all of my time. I've been a hotel guy for the first half of my career, and I've been a spa guy for the second half of my career, focused on spas in hotels. So if anyone's going to talk about the hotel spa business, I figured it might as well be me. And the whole purpose of this show is really to create a conversation around this thing called the hotel spa business. Because my observations are that there's not a lot of conversations happening outside of the normal spa conferences and events and publications that we put out there. So what I wanted to do is put forward maybe some different points of view, try to look at things maybe from a different angle, and hopefully try and generate some interesting conversations and discussions. It's not about having all the answers. I don't pretend to stand here and have all the answers, but I do think that I can help you ask some of the questions. And in asking some of those questions, getting everybody else involved in the conversation, I think we can eventually find some decent answers. So that's what it's all about. If you've been tuned in before, you know what it's all about. You'll also know that Spa Sounds are one of our great supporters. Spasounds.com.au is the place for all your spa music needs. Everything from a single digital download to a fully customized music solution for your spa. So head on over to spasounds.com.au, have a chat to Mick and Carly Simmons, and they are bound to take good care of you. Let them know Trent sent you. They might even throw in something a little bit extra. Or they might charge you a little bit extra depending on whether I'm in their good books or not. But no, I think they'll look after you. I hope. Show notes will be posted over at trentmonday.com, and they will also appear on the social networks, on the interwebs, or whatever they call them these days. LinkedIn is the main place we have our conversation, so head on over to LinkedIn. You'll find a link to this episode. You'll find a whole bunch of comments, hopefully from people who are joining in the conversation. You can find me on LinkedIn if you don't know me there already, and the profile name is Trent Monday. Pretty easy to find, not that many Trent Mondays around as far as I found so far. So head on over to LinkedIn, join in the conversation. You'll also find links over on Twitter and Facebook and Instagram, all the usual places. But LinkedIn is the place that I would encourage you to go to join in those conversations. And one final little note before we get into today's episode. If you have any suggestions for a future episode, if there's anyone you'd like me to interview, if you've got any topics you'd particularly like me to cover, you can drop me a note to me@trentmonday.com and let me know what your thoughts are. You can also let me know any feedback on the show in general if you like, good, bad or ugly. I'm happy to take it all. And what else? I don't think there's anything else. I think that's it. So let's get right on with today's episode, and today's show is all about hotel spas and the outside world. Since the proliferation of hotel spas began back in around the mid-1990s, the focus has been on servicing hotel guests. But has the time come to maybe rethink that strategy?